Well, it's April 17th. We got a little dusting of snow out there again. Hey YouTube, gotta tell you that I'm finding it really freaking hard to keep upbeat with this weather. The other day I was in a t-shirt, and when I was in the t-shirt cutting wood over here, I was seeing all the projects I was gonna finish and do and start, and now I feel like it's the beginning of friggin' winter again. So anyway, we're gonna try and be a little upbeat here. What I want to do today is, if you remember last week, I had made these flitch holders here, and this is made. I'll back up a little. These are made to fit. These are made to fit any LT15, I would assume, that has a 2x5-inch bunk frame. Like I showed you before, there's really nothing to it. Just wrap it around the frame, tighten it up. But what I changed was, on this side here, I had this back further, and I was going to use the weight of the wood to hold this down. But M.W. Sawyer has made a comment about having to, if you put more than 2 or 3 flitches on, you would have to adjust somehow for the 1/8 of an inch of the steel. And I thought about it, and I thought to myself, the guy's got a point, because I know for me it would drive me crazy if I had to be propping up one thing or half of something. So I decided to move that out further. They still work the same way. You want to, when you use these, you want to put them on, push them down, push them back against the stop, hold them down tight with your finger and your thumb, and then tighten this bolt over here. Now, they'll move a little bit, but once the wood's on it, they're going to be fine. Same thing with the other one up there. So, I was going through my flitch pile here this morning. I still haven't cleaned this up, and it's driving me crazy. I hate this. But anyway, I was going through my flitch pile, and I really don't have much that I would cut, 4 flitches. I'll just show you, I got this one here. And there's one here yet. That's basically it. So, I'm just going to put that on there to show you how the flitch stops work. Because I'm sending these to a guy in South Carolina as soon as I paint them orange. This is really high here. You can see that board, the angle irons on that thing. This right here is only 5 inches high, 5.5 inches. And this is the problem that I was having with these before. You'd have to put them straight up in order to get a good amount of support on. So right now I just have one dog stop against that. I'm going to put another dog over here. Okay, and the good thing is you can see that it's pretty straight with that. So I'm going to cut this down a little. If I had the room for small pieces, I would do something different with this. But for right now, I'm just going to cut probably a 1x4 out of it. Now you can see when I went to cut that the board barely moved at all while I was running the saw through. I just cannot do that with these stops that came with the saw. A little bit of wane on this, and for a 1x, I'll only take a look at it. I don't really want a lot of wane on there. And the problem with this board here, with this flitch, is that there's really not a good 1x in there. So I'm going to cut that to a 1x6 on this side yet. One more cut. I got to check and see what that is. And then I'm going to let that go because it has a good side on it. And when you're grading white pine, the good face is the face you grade. I think I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off the top and then flip it and take a 1/2 inch off the bottom because I have that bark showing on both sides, that wane. So we'll try that. nice 1x6. As far as the one face goes, like I say, the other face, this looks good here, but this side here has this weighing on both sides, and actually, yeah, it's on both edges there. But when you look at the board, it's not bad. I can use that for something, even with that knot hole added there. So I'm going to take this board off of here now and put the other flitch on. This 1x6 will come in handy for something. I haven't even been able to get half the stuff stacked that I have cut with this weather. Alright, so now here's another flitch here. That's a 1-inch flitch. I'll get something out of that. I'll check and see what happens here. I'm not liking the way these things are moving slightly here. Guess I didn't have it tight enough. I think the way to tighten it is to have the front part squeezed tighter. Anyway, let me move the saw back a little, and then we'll put this thing up here. The dogs have a thing of ice on them, and it's making it hard to tighten them down. Alright, so let me grab a tape here. Now this, if you remember, there was a log that had a branch broke off of it. This is part of that. There's a big knot right in here. So probably that should be cut off. Yeah, that's at 9 foot. So this could be cut off here at 8 foot. I don't think that's going to be any good up in here because of the knot. But regardless of that, we'll try and get the widest part we can get. If you look along this 8 feet from here down, right here's about the widest piece, and because we're on the outside curves, you can pretty much figure that this is what you can get. So there's a 1x8 in there. So let's cut a 1x8 out of that, and then we'll cut it off at 8 foot. cut a little too much off of that. I should have left some of that on there. I just screwed up my 1x8. Cut that off at it. There, but there's a hole in there this side, so that's not good for anything. So this 8-foot 1x8. See, it's not bad on this side. I should probably cut it down to a 1x6. I'm gonna let it go. This side is okay, and again, depending upon what you're using it for, you can see there's wane here and there. So a 1x6 would definitely be a nice looking board in there. But if you look at the grading of the lumber again, you're looking pretty close to premium grade. It's better than standard. You got red knots in there, some pin knots, but other than that it's not bad. So I'm going to just save that as a 1x8. You can see the snow starting to stack up a little bit here on the stuff that doesn't retain heat well, or that's thin. So okay guys, I just wanted to see how these stops are going to work. As far as I'm concerned, they're working fine. I'm not going to do anything to them except paint them and then ship them. Have a good one. Okay YouTube, so you had heard me say a couple minutes ago I didn't like the way they were quite grabbing. What I did was I added a little lip on here, and that helped to make it grab even better. So there isn't a lot more you can do to tension them up. So they work, and I tried them and I had no problem with them. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint them now and then. As far as I'm concerned, I think these are good stops for anybody with an LT15 that's experiencing problem with their stops that came with the bunk when it comes to cutting thin, wide flitches. So I primered them. If you want to know, I use Rust-Oleum Primer self-etching primer. I really like this stuff. It works on a lot of different things. And then I'm going to use this, they're calling it Kubota orange, or I'm calling it Wood Miser orange. But it looks the same thing. So soon as this dries, the primer, then I'll throw a coat of paint or two on there and it should be good.